my loves, dream lady girl from Runaway. We have culture, conversation, and community. And y'all, I am coming to you with a Now That's TV Bad Blood review. So watch this on an app called Now That's TV. You download it in the Google Play Store. This is how I am watching all of these shows. Before we get into the review, make sure you like this video. It helps me on the YouTube algorithm, and it also helps the community grow. I'd really greatly appreciate it, and consider subscribing if you like to see this type of content. Now let's hop right into it. First, let me just say this. Now That's TV is so funny because their producers, like the way that shows are produced on their show, has no continuity at all. I mean, on their platform, one show is poor sound, the girls are terrible. The next show is, you know, better production, we can hear everything. This show was better produced. Now the guy who made this show is Mo Visuals. He's here on YouTube. Girl, his platform has just like skyrocketed. He's famously known for like interviewing all of the girls that are on Zeus Network. So anyways, the scene starts off with them in the airport. Rocky's coming from Las Vegas and she's like, I'm just nervous, and this giving very much like vertical, you know, TikTok, you know, type of lens. And you know what I mean, they just needed some sort of filler to, you know, kind of beef up this whole conversation slash bad blood. He was like, I don't know, are we gonna fight? I'm not really sure, but I'm ready for whatever. Christina, it's just like, you know, all of these shows nowadays are just so focused on just so focused on fighting. Girl, these kids, they will do it every time. Anyway, so Christina's like, all of these shows are about fighting, but it's not for fighting, it's not for me. I'm here to bring the truth. And Christina did this like interview on Choice TV. I love Choice TV, girl. And she just seemed like she's in a really good like headspace, and she really is trying to come and right her wrongs, essentially. Christina is FaceTiming Mikey, which we all know him as Crouton on that show Bobby I Love You Purr. And I'm like, what is up with all of these like network crossovers? It's like, if I can't get on Zeus, I'm gonna go to Now That's TV, Now That's TV, and blah blah blah. Like they just cross over so much. It's so like, I'm not convinced that Christina and Mikey are really good friends. I mean, like, are they? Like, or is she like plugging people in? I just don't understand. I don't get it. I guess that's how the industry works. I mean, like, you know, if you get work here, then they're gonna, you know, place you here. It's just like, let me get the recyclables, and it just is what it is. Christina is on FaceTime with Mikey, and she was just like, you know what, we had some shows, we had some content that we wanted to put out, but I ended up going to Zeus and I kind of left her behind. Then we met up at the boxing match, and when we were boxing, she told me, girl, I've been drinking every night, ain't nobody worried about nothing, well, let's just have a good time and put on the show for the fans. And she got in there and she was in the, you know, she was serious in the ring, and Rocky ended up like putting her on the mat, like she like knocked her out. I don't know if it was a knockout or she just got her on the ground, whatever. Christina felt like she snaked her because she like downplayed how she was gonna go off in the ring. And Christina felt some type of way about that, because you told me like, yes, sis, don't worry about it, I've been drinking, I ain't going hard in this celebrity boxing match, and then you get in there and then you oops upside my head. And you know, to Christina's point, she just feels like, girl, you told me that you know, you had a kid, let's just go get this money, let's get this bag, I got a daughter, and then you get in the ring and you beat me up. I feel like Rocky probably felt like, girl, you played me, yeah, I'm about to, you know, go upside the head, period. Rocky, on the other hand, is bragging to Mo Visuals, and she like, girl, we had 3 months to train. Everybody knew I was training. You showed up with no boxing shoes, no mouth guards. It's not my fault that you weren't prepared. Anytime that I do something with a competition, I am preparing to win. So whatever she's talking about, oh well. And she kind of, to me, admitted that she did do it kind of underhanded and sneaky, because like, you know, if you gotta go off and say something like, well, anything that I do, I play to win, then it kind of, to me, takes a nod to what Christina is saying. Like, it validates what Christina has said about she tried to downplay it, but Rocky is on the other hand like, yeah, well, anything I do to win. You get what I'm saying? So the house, they got their little Airbnb. The house is cute. It's not like Zeus Network level, but it's a nice suburban house. The girls sit down at somebody's dining room table, And you know, the first thing that they started talking about was the boxing match, and she was just like, yeah, you know, you acting like we weren't on the phone with each other every day, you acting like we didn't have this type of connection, you told me that you weren't, you know, they just going back and forth about the boxing situation. It was like, you know, pretty much just honing in on the point, like you said, it was charity, girl. And then I knew something was off because you couldn't even look me in my eye. And then she was like, yeah, well, I wasn't looking you in your eye because I didn't want to soften it up. Like, I was in the mindset to fight, and I didn't want you to like soften my, you know, aggression essentially. So when they finally, you know, kind of get over the whole celebrity boxing matching, but drop down in the comment, let me know where y'all was watching this at, because I haven't seen any of the matches. I'm really not into it either, but I'm just curious to know where was it at. Like, I don't remember seeing any promotion for it. Maybe it was a while ago, I don't know. They did say it was during COVID, but drop it in the comments, let me know. Rocky admits that, yeah, you know, I was popping shit on the internet, I called you a minion. And Christina was just like, you know what, yeah, I was being a minion. I can take that, I can eat that, which is I respect about Christina. She will stand on her stuff. It's so hard for people just to admit small, simple things, but she really stood on it. Like, yeah, I was, you know, I was in a situation that I had to choose a team, and I chose that team. And then somehow or another, they circle back to the celebrity boxing match. Christina was just like, for real, I could have just knocked the daylights out of you. And Rocky was just like, what, Christina, whatever, you know, that ain't true. And Rocky admits that being nervous about fighting Christina, which is probably why she was training. You know, she was like, girl, you said you didn't know I was training. It was on my stories. I was training, you know, for 3 months straight. You already knew. And Christina was just like, girl, I can really get with you. And then it just, the episode ended with, you know, less running back. You want to do another boxing match. This episode again was better produced. This is one of the better produced shows on Now That's TV's platform. And you know, it was a cute little quick yang 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 intro episode. So I'm gonna review a part 2. So make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed, and like the video because it helps me on the YouTube algorithm. As always, I'm sending you much love and much light, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.